Time to break the limits of imagination. Welcome to Vibe in Action. Peter, how have you been?
Good,
Have you
good.
eaten?
Have I eaten? Yes, I've eaten. I'm quite full.
I saw you secretly having the chocolate pie over there.
Delicious. You should have one.
And I was thinking, one of the things I enjoy very much, but I take for granted every day is each and every meal on our table. But for how long will we be able to have the privilege of enjoying the food we love?
What? Is something happening that people haven't told me about? Am I not going to have dinner tonight? Why are you so serious?
Well, I'm not trying to drag you down, but these extreme weather patterns like heat waves, droughts, heavy downpours, all these erratic weather patterns are obviously affecting food security. So sometimes I'm worried about food and agricultural shortages.
You're right. Now you say that, I remember watching the film Interstellar and thinking, is that going to be our reality?
Yeah, we might have to migrate into space when we start running out of crops. It's scary. So, what can we do to keep feeding the world's growing population? To give an answer to this question, instead of Matthew McConaughey, we are joined by Mr. Choe Dae-geun, CEO of the Korean startup company Farm in Us, who studied greenhouse horticulture in the Netherlands. Wow, what a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I work in the field of smart farming agriculture and data-driven agriculture. Today, I'd like to share some thought how climate change is reshaping agriculture and how smart farming can be part of the solution. Of course, I'm going to share some nice examples from the Netherlands and other countries and break down smart farming in a simple way.
Oh, we like simple here on this show. But I know the Netherlands, because it's quite a small country, is really a powerhouse in terms of agriculture. So we've got that expertise to lean on as well. I guess we really need to learn properly today.
Yeah, and maybe if we have some extra time before we finish, we might learn a thing or two about growing tulips as well.
Oh, they're beautiful, yeah.
Shall we begin with the spell again today? Vibe in action. In the past, farming was about reading nature well, interpreting environmental cues, signals, and patterns, but now it feels like it's more about enduring and adapting to the disturbances and shocks from nature, because nature is not what it used to be.
Yes, that's true. I feel the same way. We are seeing more extreme weather patterns like heat waves, drought, and unpredictable rainfall. In some cases, these changes directly affect crop yield and crop quality and farm operations. In some cases, traditional farming methods may not be sufficient to deal with this level of uncertainty. That's why smart farming has become so important.
But when you say smart farming, I think people might think it's an efficient, maybe easier, more convenient way to farm. Maybe now you don't have to run out in the rain and dig some water channels. But what exactly is true smart farming?
Smart farms refers to the farms that use advanced sensors and various technology. Maybe people might think that it's like only indoor farming only, but it applies to outdoor farming as well. So we have to think about that way. And fundamentally, smart farming is about monitoring the farming environment and manage it with precision. That's really important. For example, climate factors like light, temperature, CO2, nutrients are measured with various sensors, and also advanced cameras such as hyperspectral and multispectral cameras that are very important to detect plant stress or plant diseases.
It's not just about liberating humans from the tiring and mundane tasks by physically doing the muscle job. It's also helping us with the desk job by being accurate and intelligent. It's like having a very, very smart secretary at your service who controls the farm perfectly all the time. And especially since we're living in an era of increasing volatility in climate, this kind of precision and accuracy must have become even more important.
Yes, that's the point.
Then more specifically, how do these smart farms respond to any extreme climate events? Do you have something like early warning systems?
In today's climate crisis, any sudden change in weather can seriously affect crop yield and crop quality. When I gave a consultation to the tomato farmers last year, I saw that a lot of tomato plants were already damaged by heat waves. That's why we need AI-driven sensors and other machines to detect it. On the other hand, in open field farming, crops are directly exposed to climate change. According to agriculture statistics in Korea, if these current trends going on, by 2070, apples may be only grown domestically in northern regions.
Oh, they go extinct in the south.
Not in Chungju area anymore?
Not Chungju area in Korea, but maybe Gangwon province.
Up north.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why smart farming is no longer just a nice to have technology, but we must have.
It's shifted over
It's
to that.
becoming a necessity. What are the major benefits of smart farming?
I can say efficiency can optimize water and other factors. And second one, resilience. The last part is predictability.
Predictability.
Yes.
With all those indicators, you
Yeah,
can
because we use
predict in
data.
advance. Yeah. And you studied in the Netherlands, and you've also seen farming sites around the world. How are the leading agricultural countries utilizing smart farming?
I can think of three countries, Netherlands, the US, and also Japan. The first Netherlands case is like they're really focusing on sustainable agriculture and AI-driven agriculture. But they're most likely focused on RUE, which is resource use efficiency. So they're really crazy about water management. So, for instance, in the Netherlands, when they grow 1 kilogram of tomatoes, they use 10 liters of water, let's suppose.
Yeah.
But in Spain, when they grow the same tomatoes,
Yeah.
they use more than 20 liters of water.
They squander water?
Yes.
Wow.
Because of different smart farming system. That's why Netherlands, they use a lot of technologies for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in Japan, it's really surprising that the Japanese government and companies, they invest a lot in smart farming. So do you guys know Toyota?
Car
Yes,
company,
that's-
yeah.
one of its subsidiaries, Denso, they acquired two Dutch agriculture companies, Certon and Axia vegetable seeds. So since then, they put a lot of R&D in smart farming, such as
Wow.
seed genetics and AI automation.
Wow, what does it have to do with automaking?
It's just their money, they're diversifying into those fields
Yeah,
as well.
diversify.
We
Yeah.
just saw the potential in this field. Wow, it seems like smart farms are not just for advanced agricultural countries. There are countries or regions that are more vulnerable or more threatened by climate change, especially those lacking resources like water and land. For them, this technology or this infrastructure must be even more essential.
Yes, that's true. I can think of two examples. For example, Singapore and the Middle East. So in Singapore, where land is limited, the indoor farming is becoming so important. And also in the Middle East, where the land is super hot and dry and water is scarce, so the demand for indoor farming and vertical farming has been so important. Israel also like where land is limited and also water is scarce. There are really big companies such as irrigation company, robotic company called Tevel. So they're having harvesting robots.
Oh, wow. To cut down on manual labor.
Yes.
So it seems it's no longer a competition to find the best land, right? But instead the best technologies that can produce even in poor conditions.
Yes, that's the point.
I mean, it's good that we're getting equipped with the proper tools to combat climate change, but the global agriculture landscape is changing so fast. You've got to act quickly. The more unstable the climate becomes, the greater the value of smart farms will be. In fact, global market research firm Statista projects that the global smart farm market, which was about $15 billion in 2022, is likely to grow to around $33 billion by 2027. It's more than double.
Yeah, and from what I can tell as now maybe half an expert in AI, is that at the center of that competition, AI is taking farms again to the next level, these smart ones, right?
Well, it is no surprise because AI is being deployed in literally every sector, so agriculture is no exception. But on the other hand, smart farms are already pretty smart. They already use advanced high-tech systems that can monitor and control every little detail like temperature, humidity, and whatnot. What kind of additional role is there for AI to take up? Where does AI come into play?
AI can understand data more deeply than humans, and data is very important for AI-driven agriculture. So the more high-quality data you put into an AI system, and the better the result and decisions that you can make in smart farming. Today, actually, I went on excursion with my student at a university to research center agency in Korea. One of the experts talked about smart farming. So now we can categorize 3 different generations. First generation smart farm, second generation, and third generation. So actually we are in between second generation and third generation. So we are heading over to the third generation, which is AI-driven agriculture. So as I told you before, we are trying to use a lot of AI algorithms and sensors to make or to have AI-driven agriculture.
To interpret the results.
2.5.
At the moment.
And of course, physical AI can play an important role in the near future. So like you said before, when farmers are sleeping at night, then robots can work instead of humans.
There are so many different robots doing the job.
So I understand that smart farms can be a solution to the climate crisis, but if we add in AI as well with the decisions, the physical AI, what are human farmers going to do? Are there going to be any left? Are they all going to be out of jobs?
I think a lot of people would share that same concern. I'm worried that one day robots will do breastfeeding as well.
Everything.
What do you think, Mr. Choe? Where do our farmers go?
I think AI can be a double-edged sword, but human judgment remains essential, especially at this stage of AI revolution. While AI is advancing rapidly, it still depends on human input and cannot operate fully on its own. So rather than replacing farmers, AI can assist farmers. So for example, farmers usually work during the day and rest at night. So during that time, robots can work for them. For example, have you guys ordered some agriculture product from Coupang or Market Absolutely.
Carrots?
Vegetables, fruits, yeah.
Yes. For example, strawberries. Strawberry farmers, they have to wake up when they get an order from Coupang.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't
1 or
wanna
2
wake them
a.m.
up.
Oh, man.
So in that case, robots can help for that. Yes.
They could deal with the late night orders from us.
They can not only do the packaging, but they can also pick the
Picking as
cherries.
well.
Wow.
But still, we need to develop the technology. I watched episode 1 talking about AI, right?
Oh,
On Bai브인액션.
Yes.
That seems like a long time ago now.
So
yeah.
do you guys remember CES?
Oh, the
course,
consumer show,
largest
right? Yeah.
electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, consumer
We
electronics
remember.
show.
Yeah.
But since 2022, the new categories are popped up.
Oh.
But one of them is agriculture. Yes. So back in 2023 or 24, John Deere, the CEO of John Deere, gave a keynote speech to that. And then he showed a video clip and shaping AI, how AI will shape the future of agriculture.
Wow.
So it showed that AI can assist farmers, not replace farmers.
Yeah. What I'm picturing is that the next gen farmers will work sitting at the control desk, working like analysts or scientists, rather than plowing and sowing under the sun.
Yeah.
And I hope that, just like you mentioned, the AI robots will not replace humans, rather they work for humans.
They help us.
Yeah, and to prevent AI from replacing humans, we humans need time to repeat and recap. So why don't we take a moment for a brief summary?
Yeah, it's a little ironic that it's actually AI, Hyunmo, and Peter that are doing this recap for us, but we can learn from them, right? We're using them. Let's go.
That's the irony. What is a smart farm?
A future form of agriculture that precisely manages crop growing conditions using information and communication technology.
To respond to the climate crisis and food security issues, agriculture around the world is shifting to smart farms.
Smart farms are a new solution for agriculture, producing more stably with fewer resources. Well, at this point, it seems like smart farms, of course, are agriculture, but they're also manufacturing, they're also part software as well. They're all combining many different industries.
And in that sense, Korea must be standing on a vantage point because when it comes to smart farms, since Korea has got great soil for IT, automation, and data processing. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. South Korea is very strong in IT, data processing, and automations. In fact, these days we are seeing more young farmers with engineering background. Like we already know that Korea has its own strengths in IT, right? So we can collaborate this with agriculture. And for example, Korea is conducting ODA project to developing countries. Like for example, to build greenhouses or smart farms in Indonesia or in Vietnam to give our Koreans smart farming technology.
Oh, it's already exporting that.
Exporting that, yes.
Wow. And I heard recently as well, the Korean government is really pushing for this, right? A bit of AI and technological development in agriculture. They're investing in the National Agricultural AX platform.
Wow, sounds so savvy.
Yeah, $200 million as well being put into that, right? And that's going to develop an AI transformation platform.
Wow, then let's head out to the field right now to check out smart farms in Korea. All together, Bai브인액션.
Gimje in Jeonbuk State is one of Korea's leading agricultural regions. Here, the Smart Farm Innovation Valley serves as a hub for experimenting with and educating farmers in data-driven agriculture. The Gimje Innovation Valley is one of 4 smart farm innovation valleys established nationwide by the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. With a total project budget of around $70 million, it serves as a national hub for smart agriculture.
지역 자체가 소멸될 위기에 처해 있습니다. 그래서 기후 변화에 대응이 가능하고 청년들이 돌아와서 안정적으로 농업을 할 수 있는 스마트팜 농업이 대두되고 있습니다. 스마트팜 혁신밸리는 관련 산업들을 집적화시켜서 스마트팜 관련 인력들을 정의화하는 목표를 가지고 출발하였습니다.
Over a period of about 20 months, trainees learn cultivation techniques, environmental control, data analysis, and farm management. After completing the program, they move into lease-based smart farms, where they operate real farms and prepare to start their own businesses. In addition, smart agriculture technologies developed by companies and research institutes are tested here in real farm environments. Data accumulated in the field leads to the development of new technologies, and validated technologies are then applied back to farms. The greenhouse is where all of this data is generated. Environmental information essential for crop growth, including temperature, humidity, light levels, and carbon dioxide concentration, is recorded in real time. Heating, cooling, ventilation, and nutrient supply are adjusted according to environmental changes, while crop conditions and yields are also managed through data. Even harvest timing and energy use are analyzed to improve operational efficiency.
감으로 부모님이 했을 때 생산량과 이 데이터를 활용했을 때 생산량이 다른 거를 제 눈으로 확인했을 때 정말 신기했었고, 또 과거에는 작물이 변한 후에 그 상태를 관찰을 해서 대처를 했다면 지금 스마트팜에서는 기후 조건에 따른 작물 상태가 달라지는 것을 미리 예상을 해서 선조치를 취할 수 있다는 것이 가장 큰 장점인 것 같습니다.
Gimje was recently selected for the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy's AI robot demonstration infrastructure project for facility agriculture. A center to test harvesting, transport, and pest control robots in real greenhouse environments is now being planned, with government investment continuing.
앞으로 스마트 농업은 단순 자동화가 아니라 이제 데이터 기반 의사결정 지원 농업으로 발전할 것으로 생각합니다. AI가 온실의 환경을 분석하고 생산량이 어떻게 될 건지, 생육 환경이 어떤 건지를 이제 농업인에게 알려주면 농업인은 그걸 바탕으로 정확한 이제 의사결정을 할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
Since the pilot program began in 2018, around 240 people have completed the training, and more than 200 have settled in the local community and are now operating farms. What will the smart farms envisioned by these young farmers look like?
에너지 효율을 극대화해서 난방비 같은 경영비를 절감해서 알짜배기 수익을 낼 수 있는 농장을 만들고 싶습니다. 또 누가 와서 제 농장을 보더라도 이 정도 시스템이면 나도 농사를 지을 수 있겠다라는 생각이 드는 쉽고 안정적인 농장을 만들고 싶습니다.
인력이 없어가지고 많이 어려움들이 좀 있는데, 모든 이런 피지컬 AI가 이런 인력이나 노동을 다 대체해서 저만 관리자만 있고 모든 인부들은 다 로봇가 이렇게 수확하고 선별하고 포장까지 하는 그런 농장을 향후 운영하고 싶다는 그런 계획이 있습니다.
From agriculture driven by experience to agriculture driven by data. Amid climate change and growing food security challenges, Korea's efforts to find new solutions for agriculture continue today.
It feels less like a farm and more like some kind of precision-operated biofactory.
Indeed, it looks like a cutting-edge laboratory. I didn't know we had smart farm facilities this big in Korea. But of course, size alone does not determine the overall success. So going forward, Mr. Choe, what is most important for these Korean-style smart farms to become more competitive?
That's a really good question. I think the most important factor is accessibility. However, there are still challenges. For example, technology adoption can be very, very expensive. You guys know it, right? And also many farmers lack access to this kind of infrastructure, let's say, or technical training. That's why collaboration between government, researchers, and industry, like businessmen, are needed.
Also, the population of agriculture is getting older and older. The aging is also a problem, right?
Yes, aging is also a problem. Right now, there is an aging population in Korea. Over maybe about 50% of farmers are over 60.
Oh, over 60.
Oh,
Wow.
For example, when I had a project with AWS, Amazon AWS back in 2022, our team developed AI applications to teach aging farmers how to work with sensors.
Wow.
I believe we need this kind of education to support them. And last but not least, I believe AI-driven agriculture can be a paradigm shift in AI-driven smart farming in the near future.
As I'm listening to all these dazzling achievements in agriculture, I am becoming more hopeful and confident as always. And it is no wonder that agriculture is evolving so proactively, racing ahead of other industries and becoming one of the most future-oriented sector because agriculture has always been at the forefront of human civilization and evolution. It's the oldest industry after all, and it will stay strong for a while thanks to human intelligence and smart farming in particular. I guess I wouldn't have to worry about starving for a while.
Exactly. So just rest assured, we've got it covered with Mr. Choe and other experts in the industry. Even in the era of climate crisis, right? The table will be protected. Hyunmo, me, and everyone else will be well fed.
And you know what? Our tables are going to be full today because we have harvested quite a lot today.
Yes.
Good harvest it is. And next week, we'll be back with even more interesting and fresh food for thought. Until then, shall we shout out loud?
Okay.
For one last time, get your pose ready. 5 in action.
Oh, that was good as well. I preferred this one though. That was brilliant, Mr. Choe.
Choe Dae-geun at Sejong Institute. South Korea is the only one who can really provide these main battle tanks, armored vehicles, ammunition, shells. So that's a big window of opportunity for us.
Wow, I think we're going to start getting calls from the viewers right now.
So why is Korea gaining so much attention in particular?
One is definitely the cost. Cheonggung-2 is about $320 million US, which is third of Patriot.
Wow, what a bubble. For Patriot.
The K9 research teams went to really, really interesting places for tests. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Wow.
Why?